Any questions so far? Everyone is following,
No
right?
question from me.
No questions.
Okay. Let's get back to this. Now, we have the understanding that our highest loss for the day is $100. Our minimum win for the day is $50. And the remaining has to be done with risk management. It's not what you're coming here for to do. Okay. You just have to know your target. That's your target. Risk management will handle the part of can you make it or can you not? Would you blow it or would you not? So if you have a good risk management, you should be safe. Okay. Now, if this is understood and you have this in check, your trading plan is at its first stage of being correct. Is at its first stage, you're at your first stage of being successful in trading. Once you know this, even without this, you know this. Without this and this, you know this. I can tell you that you can be profitable at least once in every 2 months. You see, you can't even be profitable with just this. Okay. Now, once this is understood, this can still be broken down. I explained each of these things individually for you. So it's only going to make sense in your notes or when you watch the record and make a note of it. Then you have to have a technical understanding. A technical understanding. See, this part, let me do something like this. This guy, let's take our time to, handle this class. So this problem is solved once and for all. This guy boils down to London. I'm doing this. I'm taking my time to take this class. So I take New York and then Tokyo. I say go watch a video and you're like, I can't find the video, sir. There's no video on trading plan. Be like, sharp. Now, what do you trade? This goes to, all right, so this goes to this. I don't know why this guy is very to me. Okay. Okay, so what's your target? This goes to, all right, so this is it. Okay. Now, on technical understanding, we have, what method do you trade? In what method do you trade? That is your first technical understanding, because now you understand that you need a method, all right, in the technical aspect to understand the charts. When you look at the chart, you need to understand what you're doing. So what method do you trade helps you to know why and why the market is going to move like this, why you expect the market to move like this in the technical aspect, okay? So what method do you trade? So now that's, we know, if you ask me, I trade currencies with SMC. My method is SMC. Okay, I know Wyckoff, I know a lot of, I know all those stuff, but I don't know them to help me trade. I know them to help me confluence with my strategy. Okay, that's not the method I'm going to first look in the chart. When I go to the chart, I don't just go to look for. I don't just go to the chart to look for Wyckoff or try to look for any other thing. First of all, I try to make sense with the smart money concept. Once I make sense with smart money concept, I try to look if there's any possibility that this could also be a Wyckoff method in my favor or an Elliott method in my favor. You see, so that's what I use other methods for. Not like those are the methods I'm going to use to look for what I want to place my money on. I use SMC for that. Okay. And I use Malaysian National for gold. So now, SMC now, you see where SMC comes in. Now, you only knowing just this, cannot guarantee trading success. Know that, please. Know that. This is your problem. This is why you fail. You only know my method of trading. You don't know how I trade. This is how I trade. You can see the tree, you can see the branch. You can see how far this is. Okay, so you can see the row, you can see where this is located. Okay, so don't just know just this and think that is all. Okay, and I still don't expect you to see this today and still get it all right. So I'm expecting a process. I'm expecting you to process all this, and make sense out of it. Okay. So smart money concept is the method I use to trade. We have fundamentals too. Now, what do you do with fundamentals? Do you use them for correlation, or do you pay attention to news or any of those stuff? What you use them for matters. For me, daily, I look at the news. I always look at the news every day. All right. So I always look at the news. This is where news comes in. I look at the news. I know when to expect high impact news, and where is that high impact news mitigating? What effect is it taking for the day? What am I expecting to do? Am I expecting USD to be bullish for today? And I have a high impact news on Euro for today. That is a good confluence. Okay. I'm looking at trading XAUSD and I'm seeing an high impact news on XAUSD in a bearish POI. That is a confluence. That is what I use fundamentals for. Okay. Now, once you understand this one, move to the next. Now you see this part. This is a very misunderstood part. A lot of people don't understand why people add confluence or why people use or what is a confluence. Okay, what is a confluence? A lot of people don't understand. A confluence is adding any other information outside these two to your information. Adding SMC, adding Wyckoff to SMC is adding a confluence. Adding Ishan section to SMC is adding a confluence. Adding ICT method to this is adding a confluence. So if your POY is in a point where you don't really understand it, or SMC is making sense, and then you have RSI in your pivot, that's a confluence. Nobody says that's wrong. And if you can do that, why are you not doing it? Why are you trying to make only break of structure or order block make you money? Why are you risking all your money on just order block? Fix your money on everything. You have to make sure everything is correct. Order block is in your favor. Our SI is also looking bullish. Asian section has been cleared out. London section is in your favor. All these are confluence. Add other confluence. Don't just use just this. Don't just look at the news and look at the pre-construction and place your money. Add confluence. This is very important. It's part of your technicals. It helps you. It doesn't have to be just SMC. Whatever technical method you can add to help aid your success is fine. Nobody's going to hold you guilty for that. Okay, you understand that part, you move on to the next. Now, this is where the guy who plays the biggest role in trading comes in, the risk management. Risk management. You have to understand the risk management. Okay, you need to know what is the meaning of risk management. Now, as you can see from what I've labeled here so far, you can see that most of you might be calling some other thing as risk management because maybe I've already listed that stuff. Okay, you can see risk management is not all about knowing how much you want to put in your money, how much SL you need. That is all under this. What's your target for the day? Risk management. This guy would be successful if this is correct. Okay, so what is your risk management? Risk management is knowing, make sure everything is correct. That's number one. And add that position of not playing a 50-50 game. That moves it from gambling. That removes the term gambling from your trading. Making sure everything is correct, remove the term gambling from your trading, because once you make sure everything is correct from here, there's every possibility that you can win this. Always make sure you're not risking too much. Okay. Now, when I say make sure you're not risking too much, a lot of you might be saying, I'm talking about the capital. No. What I mean is, now, you want to trade Euro USD. You guys can see the calculator, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So we say we use maximum of 0.5 lot AB, which is equals to $5 per trade. As $5, 100 divided by 5. 20 pips maximum, no matter what, 20 pips. If we want to use 0.5. Now, I have 3 pairs. How do I do this? I have to now break down this 0.5 into 3. 0.5 divided by 3 would give me 0.16. So I can decide to use 0.15 on each of those trades. 0. Times 3. This is me using, sorry, I made a mistake. 0, I did 1 point instead of 0 points, sorry. Times 3, 0.45. You see, we're still within my range on each of those trades having 5 pips SL. That is the only reason why I want to take 3 trades at once, because I'm supposed to be trading just one. Let's say each of them have 5 and I want to risk it. I'm risking taking those 3 trades, but I'm not risking my capital at all in any way. Because right now I'm just risking just 0.45. So even if I lose this trade of 15 pips now, because 5 times 3 is equals to 15 pips SL, 15 times 4.5, because that would make $4.5 per pips. You see? You see? I just had minus $67. How much was I supposed to risk for today? $100. Means I just took a loss. But I can still take another trade for the day. Do you see? Now, if I had a profit, if those 3 trades went in profit and I made 40 pips each, that would be 40 times 3. 40 times 3. 120 pips in general. And all this stays within my risks. This is why I say you guys should take your book, because I'm giving you these things from my head. I can't really, go back, but you can watch the recording and then try to slow the video down, pause it, play it, break it down, pick out this information, with your time, and then set everything right. I'm giving you everything now. Those questions you ask, I'm answering every single one of them now. Right? If you do this correctly, you should see yourself being successful and not seeing trading as a hobby anymore, but as a business, as a job.
Sir, not really, but I think we need to watch this video over again to understand that the last part, I mean, those calculations.
Now, okay? And I still give you guys my own opinion inside each of these things. I told you guys, the sections I trade within this. The pairs I trade. How much I risk. Everything for my own, which are also within this video. I gave you guys a breakdown of this using my own capital, my own lot size, why I use my own, so you can use it to form your own. Do you understand? It's not a must that has to be 0.03. That's why you see, if you look at my trades, if you guys look at my trades in the channel, all for gold, you will never see something above 0.1 lots. You guys are doing a great job, actually. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are showing so much result. If you see my charts on gold, my entries on gold, they're never above 0.1. They're never above 0.1. It's always below. It's always below, or actually 0.1, because 0.1 is the highest I can risk on gold using my capital. You see, even when I had to use 2 entries, what did you see? They never above. That's why I'm successful in it. I have a plan. I don't just play straight. You feel me? If you go to currency, it's never above 0.5. I don't know if I recently traded USD, but if you look at it, it's never above 0.5, ever. You guys look at my chart, it looks simple, same thing over and over again, but you don't notice some little informations which are very, very important. And I haven't traded this guy in a long time, so not expected to see much. But now being here, I know myself. You will never see anyone above 0.5. That's why I hardly blow in your account. Never. And once I use 0.3, these guys were not originally this lot size. It's probably 0.3, 0.3. That's my highest in a let's say in a trade which is that obvious. I use 0.3. That's because this is not because I cannot get a bigger account, but my currency is Naira. $200 in Naira is enough for the month. So I'm good. So I don't have to traumatize myself trying to make millions. I just need to be okay. Nigeria is very hard to survive. I just want to survive. You get? So now in this, I can use 0.03. This alone with 0.03 to this point is $100. I cut that out, leaving 0.05 and 0.1, which is equivalent to 0.2. I've cut out $100 from this already, which is already secured. I have extra $100. Now, leaving 0.2 from here to here is another $100, which is $200. I've just made $200. That's enough. That was what happened within this trade. That's why you see it's now looking 0.05. I don't care if people is going to think, why is he using a small lot size? Maybe he doesn't have money to get a bigger account. That is what they think because they don't know how to trade. But if you know how to trade, once you see this chart, you know he's on break even. The first thing that comes into your mind is this has been trailed. Profit has been taken from this stuff. That's what I expect you guys to see when you see my charts. When I tell you I'm expecting this, I'm expecting that. I don't expect you to just go and play straight. You look at all of them, you see me on break even, just now I've already, patterns have been taken and I'm expecting, so that's how it works. You can ask a question. I'm rushing it because I have just 1 minute, so you can ask a question. I can also answer with the voice note in the group, so just ask. I'm listening.
Okay, my question is like this pair now, AUD USD, Euro USD, GBP USD, gold. Like, let's say you now give us assignment to go and study these pairs. How do we go about it? How do we go about it?
First of all, you have to understand that what is Forex? Forex is foreign currency. So if you want to study the pairs, you're studying these currencies individually. How do you study these currencies? By going back to the country. So if you're looking for pairs that have similarities, go to countries that have similarities. You have Euro, you have CHF, you have NZD, you have AUD. These are all pairs related to Euro. So if you want to trade Euro, you can likely go into closer to those pairs. Now, NZD USD and AUD USD are more closer. Well, these things are already broken down in the internet. You can go to correlation, go and search for correlations of pairs, and then check the image on Google. You will see multiple pairs which have been